But how would that make you guys feel? Knowing that you are top notch, 100% on point with your good value, you know, teaching good values, everything, and all of a sudden something like that is like brewing that you can feel. That's just menacing. You know what I mean? Like, how'd that make you guys feel? Like, of course, you know, you guys don't have to answer that, but you know, for anybody that wants to. Probably because of puberty. Some people are born sociopaths. I'm not a parent, but Grims, I think it's just a matter of growing up. Really, parents can't completely control the child. Yeah, that's true. It's true. I mean, would you agree on you know, children being raised like saints and bookworms and growing up and all of a sudden becoming like a psychopath when they grow up out of nowhere? Do you guys think that's possible? I think that's completely possible. I feel like I pretty much failed, but then again, as the parent, you have to realize you have to then get your child some help. That's true. That's true. I mean, I would assume once they start growing up to being an adult, and they start learning, you know, some really weird ways that doesn't make anybody's life comfortable. All you can do is respect them as, you know, being adult and offer help. You know, like honestly, like the way I see it, it's like once you've, you know, raised your child to adult status, I feel like, you know what, you did your job as a parent. You did a great job. But from there on out, once they're an adult, it's very hard. It is very, very hard. And sometimes, you know, some parents will have a much more stronger bond with their children. That like my parents, they always feel like that I'm always going to be 13 in their eyes. So anything that I do, like if I say fuck on the dinner table, they're going to be completely shocked, even though I'm an adult. You know, like versus like their friends saying that word and they just laugh. You know what I mean? Some parents are really traditional, but I mean, what's there to say that, you know, like if they played a game or something that really influenced them, that opened their eyes in a different way that you didn't want them to, like, what can you do? I would assume offer some help, you know, counseling, anything like that. You know, you can't really treat them like a 12-year-old anymore, because that's gonna make them feel way more discouraged. Like it's gonna make them feel like you're not respecting their independence or their adulthood or anything, and that might actually make it worse. I don't know. I'm not a parent yet, so I'll get back to you on that. Achoo! Ah, I really wanted to get that counter break. Just press the button! Ah. Heavy, 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 strong. Yay, we're going on a ride. We're going on a ride. Flying knee. Let's do it. Whoop. I have a daughter I raised the same way as my other two, but she is totally mean and very rude. I always take care to not show her things that cater to the behavior, but my other ones are fine to see these things. Okay. Always take care to not show her things that cater to that behavior. Yeah, that's a really good way of going about things. When I had to take care of my nephews, you know, I tried my best to keep them away from some of the things that I used to watch or play. Had a lot of profanity, a lot of bad intentions, you know, stuff like that. Now they're just, you know, doing, you know, all that stuff on their own, you know. I mean, I'm not a parent yet, and once I get there, you know, I'll definitely talk to you guys about it. But I mean, all I can say, all I can believe in right now is do your, you know, is to do your job as a parent the best of your ability, and be very proud of what you were able to meld together for your child. So that way, when they are encountering all this stuff like games like Postal or Hatred or movies or stuff like that, then, you know, you have all this love and all this trust within them as they grew up under your wing to choose the best decision for them. And if they haven't chosen the best decision that might have hurt them, then, you know, being a parent from raising them, it goes to, you know, being by their side and helping them out, right? It's like two different phases, kind of. Grims, what do you think you would look like with a taper fade? I have no clue. I don't even know what that is. Oh my god, we getting old, Grims. I know, we are old! But, Regardless, I'm glad I'm having this conversation with you guys. It was a lot of fun. It was very experimental. I'm still going to have the podcast. It's only 9:31. It is super early. My goodness. I feel like I've been talking for hours and hours. What game are we playing again? Oh, yeah. Killer Instinct. Forgot. But once I finally have children of my own, I will definitely, you know, try my best. To the best of my ability. Yep, everyone is completely different. Yep, that's why, you know, I mentioned since I'm not a parent, and that's all I can say, you know, from ideals that were exposed in, you know, during my youth. But, you know, you can always bring in some of the good qualities from everybody else, have great examples, have bad examples, and just apply that to your life. Excuse me. The hatred trailer is almost as shocking as finding TJ. Shit, I hate doing that. It sucks. Sometimes it's hard to put it back in neutral on the D-pad. So too much. Shout DP? Nope. Yeah, pretty much Devil Jin. Yeah. Thrillhouse has a point. But great talk, everybody. Great talk. I enjoyed that a lot. I think we'll have a really short podcast with Gutter Magic, and maybe we'll invite somebody else. I don't know. You believe in spanking your kids? That's a good question. Do I believe in spanking my kids? That's a really great question. Holy shit, I'm gonna have to think about that. I'll get back to you on that one. Well, I mean, since I come from a Hispanic background, spanking kids is all too common. Heck, even giving the belt is very common. I've had the belt when I was a little kid. But I would say it doesn't work for everybody. It does not work for everybody. So I believe in it and I don't believe in it. Jadu in the building. What's up, Jadu? Fuck. Nice grab. Totokai in the future? Yeah, man. Oh, man. Could have broken that. I'm gonna save my instinct. There we go. I knew it. It was coming around somewhere. Spanking with the shankla. I've got spanked with the shankla before. Not gonna lie, it sucked. Even though it doesn't hurt, it's very demeaning. It really kills your pride when you get smacked by that slipper. Not gonna lie. I knew that was gonna come. Dashboard, command grab. It only takes up like half the screen, you know. Spend as much time as possible in here. Ooh, I could have. Spanking is a way of teaching and giving respect. Interesting. My parents spanked me and taught me that my ass is not impervious to pain. I mean, shit. I don't know. A lot of people have many ways of teaching their children. They can either sit them down, and put them in a timeout, give them a lecture for 20 minutes, or just smack them on their behind with a belt or a slipper. Many people have many different ways, you know? I guess it's however, you know, whatever's working consistently. I can say that when I got spanked, it definitely taught me to think twice about what I was doing, but I was a stupid young kid, so I would be scared for a while, and then I would do it again. Some kids can learn, some kids can't. My mom would spank me and make me take a bath and spank me afterwards. Damn! You don't want to get spanked after your butt's wet. That hurts. Me playing M-rated games never affected me whatsoever. I never had a thought of killing anyone from playing violent games. Games like Manhunt, Postal, I stay away from those games because it's not my taste. Games aren't fun. Killing people and just the point of it, you know? It's another way of seeing it. Oh, squaw. It's weird that that little children are the only people who can get smacked around and it's okay. And how I lose mundane intelligence during the day. I don't know, guys. I mean, I know a lot of people are for spanking and a lot of people are not for spanking, you know? I'd rather... I think what I would do is, if my kid ever got in trouble or pissed me off, I would sit down. I think this is what I would do. I would sit down with him or her, have a really, you know, a really deep conversation. Because I personally feel like if you do that more and more and you understand more of your child, as you do more conversations, more, you know, pep talks, qualities of life talks, whatever, then, you know, one of these days he might, you know, think of his parent as one of his bestest friends. The time that actually happens, not only that you've taught your kid like the good qualities of life, but now they want to hang out with you. It's a win-win situation. But that's in my opinion. I mean, if anything, I'd probably want to try to do that. Try to have like my kid consider me as like his best friend, better than his friends. Be like, yo, kid. Yeah, I'll call my son kid. Kid, want to go play Battlefield 9? Yeah, let's go smack some fools up. All right, let's do it. And then I'd be playing with his friends. It's like, damn, who is that guy? Oh, he's my dad. It's like, what? Are you serious? He's like, yeah. He's like, you guys play games together? Yeah, we do. Damn, that's fucking awesome. I want that. What the hell? Ooh. I'm gonna meet her. Probably a dumb idea, but... Fuck, I did not want to do that. Pressed it too fast. Suck fucking out on that. Gotcha. Exactly. Kids needs parents. Yep. I would set it up to the point where when they're an adult, when they're an adult, then I like for them to think of me as like their best friend. But you're right. If they feel like parents are like best friends instead of actual parents, yeah, that might actually have a huge drawback to it. You're right. You're absolutely right. I didn't even think about that. See, that's why I'm not ready to be a parent yet. Not yet. Soon. Sooner or later. Because I could just see your kid being a sports all-star and not liking video. If that happens, fuck, I fucked up. If my kid ends up being a sports fan, I have done screwed up. I screwed up. I'm sorry. Not I don't have anything towards sports, but I'm a video game dude.